Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this 55-gallon barrel and use this as a water storage unit. Now I've already built two water storage units already, so this is going to be the third one I'm going to use. So I'm going to pretty much have well over 120 gallons of water um, for my water storage unit. Now let me show you what I've done here at this point. First of all, this is a really nice 55-gallon barrel. I actually got this for free. I got this from a friend of mine who works at one of these plastic barrel places where I guess they make these things, and they basically are going to throw these things out. So he just went ahead and just gave this to me, and but as you can see, it's got this nice metal framing on there, and I almost don't want to use this for water storage units. It's really a nice barrel, but nonetheless, though, the one problem about this particular barrel is the fact that it, unfortunately, the caps, there's no threading on the caps here. So what I did was just kind of drilled a 1-inch hole in there and put the 3/4 inch attachment on there, and then I just put some of the taping on there, and to make sure it's more watertight, I used this really heavy-duty glue E6000, and if you can kind of see it there, it is waterproof. It's a little blurry there, but it is waterproof nonetheless. Now the only thing is it's obviously a super glue, and it can be quite toxic, so I'm hoping that the small amount is not going to damage my vegetables, and it definitely won't poison me. But nonetheless, though, I mean, it's just going to be on my water storage unit. So that's basically what I'm going to use for this guy. Now, at this point, I'm just allowing the glue to dry. So that I'm going to set this off to the side for right now. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to work on my my compost tea bin, and this is probably a, I don't know, 35, maybe 40-gallon barrel that I'm going to use for my compost tea. Again, I got this from the same guy who gave me the 55-gallon barrel. Now, what's nice about this is that this does have the threaded cap on there. So all I had to do was just kind of take the 3/4 inch attachment, screw it in there, and boom, done. I do have to drill a hole in the bottom right there so that obviously the water can come out. But this should work. This should be okay. And then obviously you can just put that right in. Now at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut probably a good 6-inch piece from my PVC piping. This doesn't have to be real elaborate, it doesn't have to be exact, but the thing is that one thing I learned from making my past water storage units, and this is just a little minor detail, what I did was I ended up just using this piece, and then I put an elbow attachment right on there. Well, unfortunately, when it happens, when I screwed all the way in, let me show you exactly what I did. When I screw it in, it just basically goes in, like, if you kind of picture it, goes in like that. So basically, it gets off center from here to here. So then that causes a small little leak. So what I'm doing this time, that's going to be a little different, is I'm going to put this attachment on there, put a small PVC piping that goes out just far enough. So if you can imagine the pipe coming out this far, and then I'm going to put the elbow attachment here. So that way it's got enough clearance to come out that way. And never mind my roommate's vehicle over there. Anyways, so you're going to get the idea, once I put this thing together, what this is going to look like. Again, a little minor detail that when you put the elbow, if you put the elbow attachment in there, it's not gonna have enough clearance. Okay, and when you go to screw it in, it's gonna actually be off center. So I've got to actually redo that with my last couple of water storage unit. So just kind of be aware when you're building your unit that you need a little bit of a space there so that you have enough clearance from this little lip right there. Okay, if that makes sense. So here I go. I'm going to cut the my pipe and take it from there.